We are back in Moab and we're trying something a little risky. We are arriving in our 34-foot fifth wheel and arriving right after the big Jeep Expo thing. It just ended on Sunday. We are here Tuesday morning, and a lot of people tend to stay a couple of extra days after the expo is over. And we are going to a walk-up only campsite, or at least going to try to get into one. Where are we? So we're just coming out of the town of Moab and coming up to our turn here. The Lions Park is where we can get water. We've been here before. Goose Island Campground is our choice, our first choice. Local time right now, it is 9:17 in the morning. And so we are hoping that we're going to be seeing some people packing up and pulling out. The BLM land that is in here is called the Colorado Riverway Recreation Area. There's Goose Island, and dang, it looks pretty darn full, but we'll see what happens. Sign says campground is full, which is no surprise. All right, we got people all over the place. Pete is getting out of the truck and looking at the posts at each site to see when people are leaving. We have other options. There's lots of different campgrounds all the way down the road, and not that we can fit in everything. That's the struggle. It looks like wah, wah, wah.
So we're full here, so we have to go to Plan B. So what was it called? The Big Bend?
There's a whole bunch. We're just gonna go down the road and start stopping at every single one of them.
Yes.
Izzy, are you going to find us a spot?
Oh,
Thank you.
when are you guys leaving?
Just go. That's the one bad thing about going to walk-up only sites, because people are driving in and out all the time waiting for somebody to leave. And so there's kind of a lot of traffic, and then people are asking you, when you leaving? We're doing the walk-up. We like that because there's no reservations required, and then we kind of have a flexible schedule. But on the other hand, that's you're dealing with this. On Tuesday, after the big show was over on Sunday, we're feeling good about Tuesday morning, but looks like maybe we should have got here yesterday. Anyway, we got lots of other options down the road. Not tons that can handle our size. So that's our struggle. Okay, we're coming up down the road, approaching Big Bend Campground. We're hoping that there's some space in here for us. I think you should get on your bike and go. I'll stay with the cats. We came for the hikes, the river, the bike trails, the national parks, and this time, location was everything.
All right, I think spot 17 will work. We get the angle right, so come on down.
Site 17, so drive down that road. It's about the only thing around. They're leaving. He said he had like 5 people asked, but nobody's here, so drive down here.
Okay, I'll be right there. This works really well. When Pete gets on his bike and goes to scout any open spots or potential spots that we might wait for when we are at first come, first serve sites like this. And a lot of times people will say that, somebody stopped by, or like 5 people stopped by and said they wanted it when we leave, but they're not here. So that's how first come, first serve works. The people that are there right now can't save it for, somebody else. And so if the other people that were wanting this site are not here and ready when these guys pull out, then whoever is here is the one that gets the spot. So Johnny on the spot, that's us. I'll back in, you drive me.
I'll do it.
You direct me.
All right.
We got her in. Yeah. And are we level?
It's not done.
We're still trying to auto level. Here is our picnic table and our fire ring. And as soon as we level, we'll get the kitties inside. We needed 4 blocks to level here. We're going inside. The Big Bend campground actually worked out better than we expected, but we didn't know that yet. So even though we didn't get into Goose Island Campground, which was our #1 choice, we ended up all the way down the road.
Big Bend Campground.
The thing that's really cool and different about this is we actually have a spot that is directly on the water, but it doesn't feel like we're on the water because the bushes behind this particular spot that we're in are so big that we really don't have a water view, which is something that we miss from our spot that we were in over at the Goose Island campground. But this is really awesome in another way, and it is because the Colorado River here does the Big Bend. The nice thing about this spot is we have mountains surrounding us because of just the way that the river has cut its way through. And so it is absolutely beautiful. We are so thankful that we got this spot because after Goose Island was completely full, we were not sure that we were going to find anything that was big enough to handle our 34-foot fifth wheel along the whole, the whole list of campgrounds that are on this path that runs along the Colorado River. But we did, and we are so happy that we did, not just because we didn't want to have to go figure out, plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all that stuff, but especially because the kiddies had a really rough travel day today. Yesterday we traveled.
6.5 hours?
Yeah, 6.5, and that's tough on them. We try to keep it around 4, but what we did was we had a destination that we wanted to get close enough to this area so that we could get up really early and get here kind of first thing in the morning to get the best pick of anybody that might be moving out for the day. It was a tough travel day with the kiddies, so we're so happy that we are here and they are now inside claiming their space just like normal.
Yeah,
and
they're totally relaxed now.
This spot gave us front row access to some of the most unforgettable experiences in Moab. And coming up next, we're hitting the water. If you have ever arrived without a reservation and held your breath hoping to find a site, you are not alone. Subscribe so you don't miss the rest of our Moab adventure. It only gets better from here. And watch episode 2. It's coming up soon. It's all about kayaking the Colorado River from camp to canyon. See you soon.